Yeah, we're here. Hello, it's NIGHTCOOP.
It sure is.
Let's do this.
My name is Allie Ryan.
My name is Kelly Ryan.
And this is our, I believe, 16th episode.
I think so, yeah.
Wow.
You know what
Sweet 16, gonna spread my wings.
Sweet 16.
It's my chance to shine.
Sweet 16.
Discovering Sweet 16. So much more to life.
Sweet 16. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
That's good.
It'd be more monumental if we were on like 16 years going, but 16 episodes, I feel like that's pretty...
Hey, we'll sing a tune for you at any point. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Give us an excuse and we'll start harmonizing.
Yeah. Well, shoot. Before we really kick things off here, I gotta say I was fortunate enough to be hosting for Anthony Jeselnik this weekend in Irvine. Let me turn silent on my phone. In Irvine, and I had a lovely chat with our homegirl Olive, who came out to the show, and she came up and said how much she loves the podcast, and I just thought I should share that.
Oh, thanks, Olive.
Thanks, dude.
Appreciate it. Thank you for listening.
Yes, and I hope you had fun. It was a great weekend. He has great crowds. So, but we're here. We're back. We're doing the work week with you guys, and we're here to party.
That's right.
That's right.
We've got our iced lattes. As you can see, we now, or maybe you can't see it, but we have lost a pumpkin from last week.
Yep.
That one who was fading fast, unfortunately, we did have to put them out of their misery and send them to the dumpster.
Yeah, I said, it's time for the Monster Mash. You're done here.
Yeah, that's right.
You're done.
So we're down to 2 pumpkins. Hopefully we'll have the 2 pumpkins through next week and through perhaps maybe even the middle of November.
I think this one's going to go the distance.
Yeah, the big boy?
The big boy's going there. Yeah. This one's ready to fucking party.
Yeah.
This one I could see. I mean, the stem is gone.
What happened to the stem?
I don't know. It's on the ground over there.
I walked by the stem numerous times, didn't pick it up. I don't know what that
I
says
didn't do it either.
About me and you, but...
It's still there. Well, in my head, I went, I know where that is now.
Yeah.
I'm not moving it.
Right. And if anyone needs it, I know where to find it.
I know where
it's on the floor.
It's on the floor. All right, how was your weekend, huh?
My weekend was good. I went to a little party type thing, which I never really go to. I went to in Echo Park with my friend Elena. I really appreciate you for taking me, Elena. Elena drove, very nice of her.
Wow.
Yeah. She dropped me off back at this residency, and so I appreciate her very, very much.
Nice. But should we dive into the news?
Yeah, let's do it.
Alrighty. Do you want to go first? Kick us off?
Sure. Okay. In Ohio, a 100-year man, he does hold the Guinness World Record, okay? But he holds the Guinness World Record for oldest doctor who's still practicing. And he
there goes one of mine.
He has... Really?
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. Well, I'm glad we could talk about it.
Yeah, we can talk about it.
Okay, because he's like, I have no plans on retiring.
Yes.
And I understand, of course, you don't want to be, what is it, ageist?
Ageist, I think is what it is. I think it's ageist,
but don't give me the 100-year-old doctor.
Yeah, unless it's something that I'm like, okay, this guy might, like if I need like penicillin exclusively, like the older stuff, I'd be like, this guy knows what's up. But I'm not going to him for like an IUD. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, seriously. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, I'm sure he's wonderful at what he does. I'm sure he knows everything. But at 100 years.
Yeah. I mean, you're not going in there to really get cured, I don't think. You're going in there to hear war stories. You want to hear...
You want to talk to the 100-year-old doctor.
Exactly.
That's what you want to do.
And I'm sure people are paying because they're like, I got to see this 100-year-old doctor.
Yes.
But then you might think about it like, oh, maybe people like seeing him because he has lived to 100.
And maybe they've known him their entire lives.
Yeah. And maybe like they're like, he's lived so long, he's got to know the secrets.
Yeah.
But I think living to that age, it's like, woo, like you don't decide that. That's the universe saying we're going to have you live for a long time. Yeah.
Right. I agree. I think also his wife is a very, very elderly practicing, I want to say she's in psychology.
Oh. So
Now,
maybe
I
they're like
might-
a power couple in
Yeah, I
their world.
might go talk to the 100-year-old
Oh,
psychologist.
I'm talking to her. I'm talking to her.
Yeah.
Because she'll make me feel better about my brain for sure.
Absolutely.
She'll be like,
Absolutely.
I've seen people who think they're a bird.
Years
Like,
ago, I had a very old therapist.
it sounds like the start of a bad joke.
It's not a joke. I had a very old therapist. She must have been like 85 or something. And she was very, very nice. But I could tell that maybe she dealt with more like, standard divorces and stuff or something.
Yeah.
Because the stuff that was coming out of my mouth, I could tell she was like, these kids.
There's something wrong with these kids.
Something wrong with these kids.
Yeah.
She would say, it was like, and I was just like, I think you're a lovely woman. Of course, you're 85. No disrespect, but I don't think we're an exact mesh for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Once
tough.
you hit me with the, have you tried praying? I'm like, I don't think this is gonna work out.
I think we got different methods here. Yeah. Well, it's just like they got different ideas of what like millennials. I think we're probably on the brink of redefining abuse, emotional abuse, all of those things. So like you probably explain it to someone like that, and they're like, "It just sounds like you're married." It's like actually I'm in the shitter right now. But
that just sounds like a man. Quit worrying about it.
it's like you can't. It's hard to relate to somebody like that because their idea of what's wrong is totally different.
Right.
Yeah.
Totally.
Whereas but I wouldn't want like a Gen Z doctor or therapist. I don't think, because I would be like, oh yeah, my boyfriend told me no, and they'd be like, in what tone? Was it toxic? Be like, no, not at all.
I think I just needed to be told
no. Like, interesting.
They're like, and you should love every part of you. You're like, okay.
And let me just. I do love myself, whatever, but also you should be critical of yourself at the same time. That's the only way you grow.
To a certain extent. I had a comment on one of my videos the other day that was like, self-love isn't this. Self-love is looking at yourself and saying every part of you is beautiful, and I don't know, something like getting rid of past patterns of thought regarding thinking parts of you are ugly. And I was like, shut up!
Well, yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, yeah, because I'm like, really? You, my spine forced me to be in a plastic brace for 2 years, 22 hours a day. And they're going to look at me and go, you have a beautiful spine? Fuck you. All doctors disagree.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Every part of me is beautiful. Last time I ran a mile, it took me 15 minutes and I threw up in the middle of it. And you're going to look at me and say every part of me is lovely? No. Every part of me, down to my core, is somebody who looks at a stem from a pumpkin on the ground and goes 3 times over it and says, I'm not picking it up. Don't tell me I'm not flawed.
But the flaws are what make life hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't want to be perfect. I don't want to be every part of me be beautiful.
You lose your sense of humor. You lose it. And I'm sorry, but I mean, I'm self-deprecating to an extent. But humor at the end of the day isn't just walking around and being like, oh, these traumatic things are happening to me. It's so quirky and fun. Like, stop it.
Also, you could be we make fun of ourselves all the time, but I don't actually sit around and wallow like, oh man, I suck. We don't make fun of ourselves because
I make fun of myself, but but you put it in fucking writing. If anybody said, do you think you're ugly? I'd be like, no. And I also, what pisses me off is people who are like trying to be a good person so badly that they end up being full of shit. When you say things like, nobody's ugly. You know when some people turn the corner, it is a certified jump scare if they come around that corner, girl.
Yeah. We've all seen a gargoyle-looking motherfucker. You're gonna look me in the eyes and be like, he's a good-looking guy. No, he ain't. And that's fine.
He needs to find another talent. He needs to learn to paint.
He might have a good heart, but I'll tell you that, if I looked in the mirror and saw that every day, I don't think my heart would be too good either. Oh, we're still doing the news.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Next one.
Okay, so my next one is, you hear about this movie, Luckiest Girl Alive? You hear about the drama with all this?
No, but
Okay, so Mila Kunis, you know her.
Yeah.
You know her. She's in this new movie on Netflix called Luckiest Girl Alive. It got like 50% or something. But it's like #1 right now because apparently it is so triggering that people are just like, you know. And they're saying now that people are trying to fight with Netflix, being like, you guys should have a trigger warning. And I'm like, the trailer's the trigger warning. Watch the trailer. It'll tell you all that you need to know because they don't give away the good stuff in the trailer. And for a movie like this, the good stuff is very terrible to watch.
got it.
So I'm like, it's not Netflix's job to make sure you do the research for a movie.
I mean, know yourself. At the end of the day, fucking know yourself. Do I look at the fucking Jeffrey Dahmer bullshit and I go, oh, that's something that's not going to bother me? No, of course it's going to bother me because I look at it and I go, oh, it's about a serial killer. Yeah, no thanks.
Find yourself accountable. Like you have to, if you know, hey, this abusive stuff is going to upset me, maybe Google. Maybe look up a movie, unless it's like a cartoon. I mean, if they somehow pulled off an abusive scene in a Pixar movie, I think that would be wild. But,
that would be wild.
Yeah, like in a drama.
Yeah.
You know what you're a drama.
If it's a drama and if it's rated R or whatever, if it's
Yeah.
rated R, just fucking assume that there's gonna be shit in it.
Yeah,
What
but
are you talking about?
It's not their fault.
It's not their fault. They gave the rating.
Grow up.
Like what more of a trigger warning do you need than a fucking rating? It's rated R.
Yeah.
You got a problem with things? Don't watch it. Don't watch what's rated R.
Yeah. Stick to the PG-13.
Yeah, stick to Disney. No one gives a shit.
Yeah. Go watch Pirates of the Caribbean.
I love Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, it's a classic movie. Go see that. Watch that.
But trigger warning, wenches throughout.
I watched Pirates of the Caribbean and I said, there are too many wenches in this. They didn't tell me. They didn't tell me.
Those 6 sons of bitches. They didn't tell me. Titties popping out of fucking tops of dresses. No warning.
No warning. And if I had known, I'd bring my own video camera. And shut up. I didn't show up prepared. All right. Your turn.
My
joke there is
story.
me going into the movies to see Pirates of the Caribbean and filming the women with huge tits. That's the joke. That's the bit that I just did.
Can't wait for it to come out on DVD.
I need it now. I gotta go to the theater. I'm not even...
Okay. 3 robbery suspects charged in 2.6 smash and grab caught on video at Beverly Hills jewelry store. And at first I was like, what is a smash and grab?
That sounds like a new 7-Eleven.
It makes all the sense in the world. They walk up to the jewelry window, they smash and they grab and they go. It's not a full robbery type thing.
Right.
Also, jewelry store robbery classic. Absolute classic.
Oh, if you're gonna do a robbery, you gotta do
It
jewelry store.
either has to be jewelry store or bank.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm bored.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's how they got caught. One of them dropped their phone, leaving the scene.
Can you imagine being the ones that didn't drop their phone? Being like, you gotta
be kidding me. But I think then another one of them posted a picture of the cash and jewelry on Instagram or something, being like,
robbers aren't as smart as you're led to believe.
they're not as good at the job as they used to be.
Well, I think also though, we're trained, my in terms of a villain, watching the Joker in The Dark Knight is a blast. But nobody's the Joker.
Nobody's the Joker.
They're
just jokers.
Bitch.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? What is with us today? Can't even pull up
$2.6 million robbery, you fucking losers. Dropping your phone, posting pictures.
I mean,
dumbasses.
You stupid. You could have gotten away with it.
You could have
if it weren't for these damn kids or whatever the hell the phrase is. What is the kids?
Weren't for and I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you
meddling kids.
Yep. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, man, that's a bummer though.
I know.
2.6 mil.
2.6 mil.
And you fudged.
You fudged.
Big time. All right. My next story is a goose. I had to have one animal. A goose interrupted the Dodgers-Padres game because it went on the field and would not move. Which, here's the thing, is I guess there's a rule where they can't touch the animal because it's like, like they can
it's an animal.
Right, they can kind of be like, hey, get off the field, goose. But it just sat there.
Were the people like talking who were not refereeing the game, but announce?
Oh, I'm sure they were.
They just like, oh, it looks like we've got a goose.
We got a wild goose chase. Holding for the goose, everybody, and then we'll get back to the game, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I mean,
moment of a lifetime.
Oh yeah.
It's interesting that they can't grab the goose, but if like a person runs out there, they can like tackle them if they wanted to.
Yeah. Well, it's because the goose doesn't know.
The goose is innocent.
The goose is innocent. The goose is like, we're all here. We're all hanging out.
He flies down with a cap on and a glove.
I'm ready. Play ball. Are you kidding me though? Like if all of a sudden a bunch of geese though decided, they were all like, you know what? We're going to the game today. We are going to the game. And then what would you do if a bunch of them land and show up?
Can't do much. But how silly does it make us feel that like this game that costs people so much money to go to and like, they're spending their night. It's so important to these people. It can just get demolished if goose just come on the field. Second the goose show up, it's like we can't do much at all.
We can't play. Unfortunately,
so funny.
You're having this huge night out, but so is the goose.
Yeah,
so,
It's their Friday night too.
You know what? This weekend with Mom, we're going to the grocery store, and she goes, "Do you have crows in your area?" I go, "Sometimes." She goes, "The crows down here are amazing." Amazing, she said, and I was like, "Amazing." She was like,
big.
I don't really know. And then for the rest of the time, I'm like watching the crows. I'm like trying to see like what about them is amazing.
Next time we go down, there's just like one on her shoulder.
She's a crow lady now. Yeah.
Sorry, Mom.
She doesn't care. She's got a good sense of humor. Yeah.
Next time I'm down there, I hope I get to see one so I can understand how amazing they are. Mm-hmm. My next story.
Yep.
Final one. A cafe for dogs with a French chef opens in San Francisco with a $75 tasting menu. Did you know you guys have a homeless problem?
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
It's called Dogue. Dogue.
Dogue. Man, that is just. I mean, at that rate in that city, they treat the dogs better than the people.
Within this article, it was like for a city that has more dogs than babies, and it's like, okay, yeah, and what you also have are the babies that grew up, didn't get any type of, support with any financial issues, and now are
walking around,
talking
to themselves,
running amok.
Yeah. Also, though,
but
it's
I'm glad
like
the puppies are there.
Yeah, but like, why? I just look. If I'm gonna go out to eat at a fancy meal, and I'm gonna spend a lot of money on the meal, do I need my dog there?
It's just a dog cafe.
What do you mean? Like a cat cafe?
It's food for the dogs.
What?
Yes. The treats are like at least like $15 a piece. It's like a tasting It's for the dogs.
This is so freaking stupid. It's for the dogs? I thought you meant it was like a place where you eat and your dog can come with. No?
No.
Oh my God. I love my dog, but I mean, he does not. That's like when I watch these videos on Instagram where it's like they're feeding their dog like bison and stuff. I'm like, guys, how much money are you spending on your dog every morning?
Yeah. It's insane.
Like
it's at the end of the day, it is a dog. I love dogs, but it is a dog. Remember, they are sniffing each other's shit the second they go outside. Yeah. They do not care. So why are you spending so much money to give them something that looks like a croissant, but it's dog food? Who gives a shit?
Honestly, your dog will be just as stoked for just like a piece of chicken. Like you don't need to do you just don't need to. Yeah. But I do think because our generation isn't really having as many kids, like
they'll spend
on the dog.
Their dog. Fine, whatever. Do I think the restaurant is stupid? Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
And I'll say it to your face, dog man.
Dog. 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 Dog.
What is in this coffee?
I don't know, man. I'm vibing.
I'm freaking vibing too, dude.
Yeah, shoot. All right. Should we move on to the next segment?
Yeah.
All right. I've changed.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to go first?
Sure. Mine is a very simple one. Listen to me. It was Friday night. I sat.
Past Friday night, we were drinking in the bars. We were drinking in.
We were in the bars and drinking. We were drinking. I sat on my couch and I watched Rat Race. And I had one glass of rosé, and I ordered a burrito.
And?
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
You could play that night on repeat.
Oh, yeah.
You could play it on repeat. You really could. I was living for it.
Leave me alone.
I'm watching this 20-year-old comedy that couldn't be made today.
Yeah.
And I am just, I was laughing out loud by myself. Not something I usually do. I must have audibly laughed like at least 20, 30 times during this movie. I was having a great time.
Oh, I bet.
Really was.
Oh, I bet.
And I think I'm gonna start a movement for myself of not going anywhere.
It's not worth it.
It's really not.
Like unless you're meeting people out or whatever, like cuz we tend to go out a little bit. I would say too much at this rate. We don't need to go out. The nights that we do end up going out, we probably could have stayed in.
That's true.
Yeah. Like last night when we had the girls over, that was great.
That was
just
great.
Chilling on the couch, having some wine.
Lovely.
It's a cheap night.
Yeah.
There you go. But no, I totally agree with you. Like being in your own space, not having to fucking worry about anything. I get to, relax in my PJs with my dog.
I'm just chilling.
Just chilling.
I took a long shower, washed my hair and everything, and I'm just sitting on the couch. I get my burrito. I'm so excited about my burrito.
Sure.
And I'm like, I'm cruising with it. I'm not eating it too quickly. I got all the time in the world by myself. I'm watching Rat Race.
Yeah. Yeah.
I highly do recommend the movie. John Lovitz is really like.
John Love, yeah. In
me.
movies, he's something. I wonder what it's like to open for him because he does stand up, and I guess he's pretty particular about a lot of things.
I believe
which is very interesting.
I believe it. I mean, he literally
destroying in the movie.
In the movie, every scene he's in, I'm like,
yeah,
more John Lovitz.
Yeah, to me, like comedic actors have kind of taken a,
Seth Green's also in it.
I love Seth Green.
Yeah, me too.
Dude, I really do. But no, I just feel like, what even is a comedy anymore? Like nobody's really
honestly,
doing it.
Nobody's really. Everyone's so afraid.
So
Everyone's
scared.
so afraid, and it's like people are offensive. I don't know what to tell you. Day in and day out, they say things they shouldn't say. They do things they shouldn't do. They're offensive. That's what's funny about them.
Yeah.
Quit being a little bitch. Honestly.
I know, it's so annoying. It's like when someone is like, you shouldn't say that. Do that. You're annoying. Shut up.
If you listen to me. Listen. If you dislike people based off of something they say once or twice that you disagree with, I don't like you.
No.
I don't like you. What's wrong with you? That's how you operate on a day-to-day basis. Imagine if you said something and someone misconstrued it or they took it in a different way than you felt, and then they tell everybody that you're a horrible person.
In our defense, we're not saying slurs. You know, we're
No,
not
Don't
saying that
cross the
kind of
line
stuff.
with it.
Don't do that. We're saying like Tropic Thunder. I bring it up all the time. Is a perfect movie. It is the most offensive work of art we have to date, and it is brilliant.
It's so funny. I don't know if you guys, I want to keep talking about, I don't know if you guys have seen Robbery, but they've got a whole scene of going into what they think is the Barbie museum, and it's actually like one of Hitler's like main people. So it's John Lovitz and his clearly Jewish family walking into what like basically people who are Nazis.
Hilarious.
Like trying to explain like the history of this guy. And they're like, like, could never be made today.
No.
Never.
Oh, never. Oh, that's funny though.
It's hilarious.
Yeah. Different times.
Different times. You couldn't do it.
You
But
couldn't do
anyway,
it.
so how I've changed is I'm going to stay inside and watch offensive films, I guess.
I'm gonna stay inside and relive the old days. Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
What about you?
I've changed in the way of that, and I noticed this all weekend and whatever. Okay, when I am ready to go, this is
Bye.
what? Oh no. We're on different. And I didn't mean actually leave. I meant when I'm ready to go, like, let's go, you know, like, but you're thinking like, let's go. It's different energy, different time.
Yeah.
I'm saying like when I am getting ready to do a big thing, like a night out or whatever, let's do it. Hair, makeup, nails. We are not bumming it. Like I am ready to go.
No,
and I'm like,
yeah.
and I realize that like I am a fucking woman, bitch. Like I like to do my hair, makeup, nails. Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
And when I was younger, I was like, I want to be one of the guys.
I know.
I'm one of the guys.
well aware.
I know. And I'm like, I'm not one of the guys, objectively.
You're literally not.
I'm not at all, and I don't want to be. I I just, no.
I like my earrings. And I like my makeup. And I like curling my hair. I'm leaving my messy bun stage. I'm leaving it.
Thank God.
And let me tell you why I'm leaving it.
Why?
Because my hair is long.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, and that does help.
Yes,
anyway,
of
this
course.
is you've changed. Not
Well,
mine.
no. I just think that like for the longest time it was like, oh, I need to be this so people, you know, like I don't want to lean into the femininity of it all, right? But
Now you're wearing dresses on stage, and I think that's great.
thanks.
You look great.
Thank you. I love wearing a dress on stage. It actually makes me more mobile. Because it's like I'm wearing a lot of flowy dresses or whatever. But I'm looking at it, you know, I'm on stage. It's like a crowd of like 500-600 or something. And I'm like, God forbid I look nice.
Yeah.
You know, like these people are out on their Friday, Saturday night. This is a big night for them. You know, they're seeing somebody in comedy that I'm sure they've been dying to see. You know, like I want to give off the best impression. Like, hey, you are seeing a show, and in this show, your host and your bitch looks good. And so it was just, but that's how I've changed. It's like I don't want to be being in comedy, like you're often like expected to be very like, oh no, I'm like a dark
mysterious,
like
nobody can get to know
no one
me,
can get to know
other
me.
than my jokes.
I'm
that
in
I
my
say.
flannel and leave me alone. Like I'm dark and I'm whatever. I'm not
troubled.
like I'm troubled. Boom, boom, boom. It's like no, stop. Like your audience, like don't get me wrong. You have the people where it's like their audience is like, yeah, we're troubled too, whatever. My audience is not troubled. My audience has their shit together. My audience
Is doing fine.
is doing fine. Literally. It's like I always thought like, oh, I need to relate to like this like like people that like really get it. Really getting it is paying your bills. Really getting it is like taking your life seriously. Like
Yeah.
it's just and not like too seriously where you can't take a joke. But I'm saying like I am not this.
You're what you are.
I'm what I am.
And you are blossoming.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah. No, and I'm having a great time doing it.
Good.
Yeah. I also got to get a fill. Look I keep biting this nail and now it's like a little pointy thing. Isn't it weird?
Ew.
I know. Your turn. What's wrong?
Are we moving on?
We are moving on. What's wrong? You don't like my little nail?
Your little fucking sculpture that you're making?
I know. I can't stop doing it.
Ew.
I think it's funny.
No.
No?
It's fucking weird.
Is it?
Yeah.
Aw.
Looks like you're building an arrow.
I know. Yeah, an arrowhead type of thing. Well, now I got to work at it.
All right. All right. We're moving on to what? Egg on my face?
Egg on my face.
Egg on my face. Let me tell you something. So my day job within it, I sell macarons, and our current macaron, we have a macaron of the month, and our current macaron is pumpkin bourbon ginger. And I went to a bakery in Temecula, this small little bakery, and I saw that they had a pumpkin spice macaron that looked exactly like our mac of the month.
So she's ready to fight.
So I'm like, I need to buy this macaron and see what it tastes like, because I'm like, are they fucking like jacking our shit? Like I just am like ready to go to court over this.
Yeah.
I say, I'll take your pumpkin spice macaron, please. $3.50 they're charging. Whatever, you have to do it in small batches. I hear you. I go and I pay for it. I look in the bag and I get like this orangey pink one. And I look and I go, oh, I'm so sorry. I wanted the pumpkin spice. She goes, that is the pumpkin spice. I go, well, what's the one, the one on the end? That under where it says pumpkin. She goes, oh, that's our espresso. So their pumpkin spice was like really good, entirely different from ours. And I was wrong.
You got immediately defensive.
I got immediately defensive, defending my company for what?
I don't know.
I don't know. But yeah, egg on my face, because she was like, do you want the espresso one? I was like, no, I'll take the pumpkin spice one. I just wanted to see if you guys were thieves.
And she's like, what the fuck?
Also, $3.50? Cut your costs somewhere.
Yeah. I got a gluten-free chocolate chip cookie from there, and it's really good.
Yeah, the bakery was great. They do their macarons with a buttercream. Sometimes I really do appreciate a macaron with a buttercream. Mm-hmm. There's a place actually in Irvine called Honey and something, or something and honey. I forget what it is. Anyway, but it's this place that does macarons that are absolutely incredible. It's in the Irvine Spectrum. If you get a chance, please go. They do like, I think they have like 8 flavors daily or something, and these guys are big, they're thick, and they're not your traditional French macaron, but they're incredible. I highly recommend it. Sorry, I can't think of the name. Maybe I'll do better next time when I recommend something. Probably not, though.
10 years ago, if you were to say, hey, Allie one day is going to be extremely particular about macarons, I don't know if I would have believed it, but here we are.
Things happen.
And
people change.
You know the insides and outs of a macaron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sure do.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Egg on your face.
Egg on my face. I'm a dumbass.
Egg on your face.
I'm a defensive dumbass.
Yeah.
Your turn.
So, I was leaving the show on Saturday night, the 9:45 show. Okay, I'd had a couple glasses of wine. mind your business. And we're leaving, and they bring us through the kitchen, which is no big deal. I don't care, whatever. But anyways, I beefed it. It was my fault. I was wearing heels. Like, the staff is so nice. Everyone is so nice. They're like, oh my God, are you okay? I'm like, I'm fine, because
Right.
I'm me, and I'm not gonna, whatever.
Of course.
So anyways, I leave, and everything's fine and whatnot. And in the morning, I was like, oh yeah, I fell last night, but it didn't really hurt. I didn't have any bruises. Like, truly, I'm fine.
Right.
So, but I get to the club. The second I get there, the manager, he goes, are you okay? And I go, yeah, why? And he goes, well, I heard you fell. And I was like, yeah, but it's fine. And he's like, well, I just want to make sure you're okay. People are as nice as they could possibly be.
Yeah.
And I go, I'm fine. I was like, really, it's all good. And I was like, I just have a high pain tolerance. Like, it's fine. So
I'm used to falling.
kind of,
Yeah,
a little bit. And so then I'm walking through the kitchen, and people are like, you okay? And I'm like, God. Like, yeah, I'm good. Every person that comes into the green room is like, heard you fell. And I'm like,
Man, they got one event. They're going to roll with it.
they are going to roll with it. And they got it on tape because they have cameras in the kitchen and whatnot.
Yeah.
And when I tell you the way that I fall is is like I have been prepared for this moment my whole life.
Really?
Yes, I fall immediately. Like, it is like I'm falling, and then I'm immediately in a cow pose. Like, like it doesn't really look like I beefed it. It looks like I slipped, and then I was like, like, I've got it. I did it in a very dad way of falling. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
Dad, whenever he falls, he's like, I'm good. And I did it the same way. And truly, I felt so bad because I think they were really worried, like, oh, was it our fault? And I'm like, no, it's truly fine.
Listen, improv, this girl falls a lot.
I fall.
She does.
yeah.
You fall a good amount.
I know.
It's not like honestly, you saying like, oh, you fell. It's not as though I'm like, oh my God, is she okay? I'm like, that's a normal
That's what I
Friday
had.
night.
I didn't know how to explain to everybody. I was like,
This happens to me.
I do this, and then of course I'm explaining. I go, I got bowed legs, hip dysplasia, my feet turn in sometimes. It's fine. When your bones are doing this, you're gonna fall sometimes, And so, but you can just tell, everyone's like, okay, we came to check in on her. Now she's telling us her bones are all messed up. What is going on? And I'm trying to explain all this and just egg on my face. But thank you, improv staff, for being so wonderful and really taking care of me and being like, do you need anything? Whatever. I felt like they were just like, oh, please, just, But really, it's me.
Yeah.
It's
a you thing.
I beef it.
Yeah. She does. I too fall from time to time. I'm more of a run in to things person than a fall. I have been with my body for this long, but I still have no clue how big it is at times.
Yeah.
Just no clue at all.
No.
Bad depth perception. Terrible.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah. So that's the egg on my face.
Okay. We going to, we've got beef?
We've got beef.
Do you want to go first?
Sure.
All right. Oh.
This is going to piss you off.
Okay.
Okay. So yesterday.
Yes.
Mom and Dad are like, let's go to the pumpkin patch.
Sure.
With Andrew and Rebecca.
Fun.
Andrew is our brother. For those of you who don't know, Rebecca is our sister-in-law. Great times ahead.
Yes.
Okay? We get to the pumpkin patch. You have to have a reservation to park.
Oh, fuck off.
Get this. Parking is $15. Then, on top of it, they charge $10 per head to get into the pumpkin patch.
Not even to pick the pumpkin?
Not to pick the pumpkin, not to nothing.
Oh, because motherfuckers are just there to take pictures.
Exactly.
Wow.
So, but I was like, you...
Did you go?
No.
Good.
Well, first of all, we didn't have a reservation.
Yeah.
We didn't have a reservation, and so For all of us to just get into the pumpkin patch, it would have been $80.
That is insane.
Yeah,
That
and
is insane.
and guess how old you have to be in order to get in for free. Guess what the age is?
4 or younger.
0 to 2.
0 to 2?
To 2.
They won't let a 3-year-old in for free.
No. 3-year-old, $10.
$10 for the 3-year-old?
Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
Robbery. You're taking this fall thing that people love to do, and you're ruining it.
And you're ruining it.
By being assholes. Shame on you. Shame
on you.
on you.
It should not cost money to get into the pumpkin patch.
It's
a pumpkin patch.
It's a public patch.
It's a public patch.
I know.
Is it not a patch, or is it like they bring the pumpkins in? We don't know.
We don't know, but
Either way,
I might as well
hate
just go
this.
take pictures in the front of Trader Joe's.
I hate this.
Yeah. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't want to, what? Like, and you can tell, like, the people that are working it are like, yeah, you know. And I'm like, yeah, this is shit.
This is stupid. I wonder how much the pumpkins were once you were in there.
It's like $1 a pound or something. So, I mean, you're paying at least probably like $10 to $20 for the pumpkin on top of it. And then for the hayride, it's X amount of money. Like, it's a scam.
I honestly hate when I go places and there is a cost for me to be there. You should be paying me to be there.
Yeah.
You piece of shit.
But then I just thought about, like, isn't it crazy that once you get to a certain point in life, like, let's say, you know, you have your 9-to-5 job, you're not really doing much in terms of hobbies, you have your kids and you have your husband. Now it's a competitive thing between the other women that have kids and the husband is who's got cuter pumpkin pictures, who's got whatever. Like, people will find competition anywhere.
Listen, if I have children, I'm not paying for the pumpkin patch. The thing that you're going to get good at, the thing that is going to be impressive in my home is if you can carve the fucking pumpkin. Learn how to do a skill.
Yeah.
Fucking taking pictures in front of pumpkins. It doesn't mean anything.
No.
Doesn't put you ahead of the game anywhere.
No, my 3-year-old is going to have a knife in his hand.
God damn it.
Carving the shit out of a pumpkin. Yeah, and no help from my end.
No.
No, you pull those seeds out yourself, little guy.
You need to figure out that when you do a letter, you can't cut out the entire letter or else you're just going to get a big hole in the pumpkin. You got to strategize.
Yeah. I'm not raising no dummies.
No.
Also, the other thing is this. Can you imagine you spend $20? I guess this is why having kids is its own deal. You spend $20 on a stupid pumpkin, okay? Your kid goes to town, totally messes it up, and they're like, sorry. I'd be like, you owe me $20.
You owe me $20. God forbid I get a kid who's like, can I paint the pumpkin? No, you can't paint the pumpkin. Cut the pumpkin. Destroy the pumpkin.
Yeah, if you have a son and he's like, I want to paint the pumpkin, I'd be like, are we gay? You could tell me.
Tell me now.
You could tell me. I feel like kids probably it's always like a topic of discussion, but I feel like kids around like 10. No.
Yeah. There's going to be something.
It's got to be something. Like whenever people are like, "Oh, my son wants to play with dolls. I can switch him." No, you can't.
Let it be.
Let it be.
Let
it
him
is
play
what
with
it
the
is.
dolls.
He wants to play with the dolls. Let him play with the dolls.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who cares? Also, like,
no, if you walk in and all the dolls don't have heads on, then maybe call somebody.
Also, though, I don't know if playing with dolls is an automatic sentence to be gay because
none of it is.
Well, yeah, but also like to me, if a kid wanted to play with GI Joe and his like muscles all the time, I'd be like, maybe he's gay. Like at least with Barbies, like your kid is like, hey,
check this out.
Check this out. But like,
yeah. No, you make a good point.
like, what would you prefer? Your son being like, oh, like, look, she's wearing a dress, she's hot, or your son being like, wow, look at these muscles. 10-year-old gay kid, look at these muscles. Hey, listeners, look, I'm a half gay. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. I've gone through 29 years of being a half homo. I can handle myself. Okay.
Slurp, slurp. All right. Well, I've got beef.
Yeah.
When you go somewhere for breakfast and they say a side that you can get, they're like, you can either do toast or a fruit cup. And you say, what's the fruit cup? And they go, it's like, I hate a fruit cup. Fuck your fruit cup. Here's why. I have so many questions. First of all, why can't you tell me exactly what's going to be in there? They never know.
They do know. It's honeydew and cantaloupe, and they're fucking you over.
They're fucking me over. I'm getting honeydew and cantaloupe. I'm getting a grape or two that tastes like a strawberry with no strawberry insight. I have no clue when this fruit was cut. I have no clue of the expiration. I am betting on it coming to me, and there's a variation of at least 3 fruits in there, maybe. Mm-hmm. What if I get the bottom of the barrel of whatever they're scooping out of and it's all just wet? I'm pissed.
I'm pissed.
I hate a fruit cup. It's too much to gamble on. So I just go with the toast.
Yeah. Also, though, I'm pretty sure to, like, preserve the fruit for a long time, they add sugar to it. So, like, then you're eating and you're like, you know?
Yeah, I do know.
Also, who's doing the marketing for honeydew? Who's doing the marketing for honeydew?
It's cheap. It must be. It must be cheap.
Yeah, it's a ball of nothing. It tastes like nothing.
It's a filler fruit.
It tastes like shampoo.
Shampoo?
Yeah.
You know,
And I eat a lot of shampoo.
I've had enough shampoo today. I don't need the honeydew. They're like, what?
What? You're like, yeah.
You heard me.
You heard me.
You heard me. You're like bubbling at the mouth. I'm full.
Can't you say I'm full? Go ahead. What were you going to say?
No, I just think that why not provide somebody with just one fruit as the side? Why not say it doesn't have to be a mixed fruit cup? Why not say, "Oh, would you like grapes on the side?
Would you like an apple?
Give me an apple on the side.
Want a banana?
Want a banana?" The mixed fruit cup sucks.
It sucks.
It sucks. It's just there's too high of a risk factor involved.
You know who I'm praying for?
Who?
Is the people that go out to eat and they go, I'm going to get the yogurt and the granola in a fruit cup.
Are you doing okay?
What's going on?
It's breakfast time.
Eat the eggs and toast.
Get the pancake.
Go whatever.
Yogurt, granola. And do that shit at home. You're going out to eat.
Don't eat yogurt in public. What are you doing? Like, if I look over and let's say you go out on a breakfast date with who? I don't know. You go out on a breakfast date, okay? Person decides to get yogurt. The whole time I'm going to be like, if they do not make sure that the yogurt is cleared from their mouth, I'm going to lose my mind.
And talk to me while they're eating their yogurt, I'm never speaking to them again after this.
Yeah, yeah.
I also hate when people, chewing with your mouth open. Listen, I don't care what you got going on with your septum or whatever the fuck. If you have a problem with breathing through your nose, I need you to at least wrap around a curtain above your mouth, and when it's time for you to eat, lower the curtain so I don't have to see you.
Yeah.
Do your bullshit.
Yeah, do people have a thing where they have to eat with their mouth open?
I'm assuming that if I say people who chew with their mouth open can get fucked, they're going to be like, well, I can't chew with my mouth closed. You're the bitch, Allie.
You know what?
Isn't that how it always goes?
If you're watching this and you're like, oh, that really, I'll take the heat. Sure, I'm the bitch. Whatever. Okay? You think I'm a jerk because I'm like, hey, have some manners and chew with your mouth closed?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you want from me? Honestly.
Also, I'm not a jerk.
Oh, we're jerks. There's not a doubt in my. We're good people.
We're good people, but we're jerks. That's a very Northeast thing, though. People are good people, but they're just.
And I know that some people are really unenthused by that type of behavior. I saw somebody be like, "This is why I hate people from the Northeast, because it's like, why do you have to be so mean?"
Okay, well, we hate you too.
Yeah,
there you go.
Whatever. Whatever. Okay, well, when you need somebody and you try calling 20 people on your fucking phone who are always nice to you for no goddamn reason and none of them pick up, and then I pick up, maybe consider that being an asshole my entire life is doing some good.
Yeah. Also, Northeast is the best education in the country. If you hate us, it's just because you're not smart.
We're joking, kind of.
I'm not joking at all.
I know. We're supposed to be the yin and yang, Kelly.
Oh, the yin and yang. Oh,
You're
I'm
not
sorry.
joking. I'm joking a little bit. Come on. Good cop, bad cop.
Good cop, bad. I'm just not joking. It's a statistic. It's the best education in the country.
We have a great education system. It is.
Not that there aren't pockets elsewhere, but it's just so when you're like, oh, you guys are mean. It's like, am I mean or are you just stupid? I don't know. And it could be both. You could be stupid and I could be mean at the same time.
Yeah.
And that way it hurts even more because you're stupid and upset.
You sad little dum-dum.
You sad little idiot.
All right. We're doing it. Henhouse open mic. Is that right?
Yes.
The theme this week was Apple Orchard. Mm-hmm. Who would like to go first?
You can go first.
Okay. I wrote a song.
Great.
It's a little country song.
Ooh.
I think.
Okay. Well, we'll find out. Go ahead.
I woke up in an orchard with a bottle of booze in my hand. I passed out with apples all around me, but I don't understand why I'm in the Granny Smith section. Thought I know my central direction, even after my liquor selection. I just thought I'd end up in the red delicious rose, maybe where the Macintosh grows, by the pink ladies down low. But the Granny Smith when I'm not making a pie, why oh why?
Is that it?
Am I not by the red delicious rose, where are my shoes and no one knows? Must have been quite the time at this old orchard of mine. Do it next week at the same time at this old orchard of mine. That's it.
I thought that was great. You really.
Oh, Yahoo!
Yahoo! Wee! Yeah, that was great. That was fun.
Thanks.
You could do country if you wanted to, but you don't. So. That was really good.
Thanks. What do you got?
All right, so this is inspired by something. Our mom is not afraid to write a letter to his CEO. Okay, she's not. but I'm doing a spin on it. This is to the CEO of an apple orchard.
Okay.
To whoever it may concern, I was at your farm on Saturday with my kids, Gustav and Chelsea. They have 2 different fathers. And I noticed something peculiar. Your apples were dirty. Why would I pick an unclean apple? The apples at the grocery store are shiny. Yours didn't appear to be washed. I like to get my way all the time, so you can see how this ruined my month. My kids' fathers don't really care for me at all. I just thought it was interesting that you can get away with selling apples that don't have stickers on them, like in the store. Both men ignore me because apparently I don't know when to shut the fuck up. Please let me know when your apples are to my standard. Best of luck making me happy. Signed, Hillary Clinton. It was a long-winded bit. It was a long-winded bit.
Holy shit. Did she have a son named Gustav?
No, see, what I did there
I was like, wait a minute.
was I'm writing about Hillary Clinton, but also that she has a secret son from a different father. Obviously not true. I'm like scared of them. Epstein did not kill himself. Okay. Don't come for me.
All right.
Well, hey.
Well, I thought that was great, Kel.
Yeah, thanks. I've had a lot of fun today.
I've had so much fun today. This has been a great episode.
This has been really so fun.
It really has been.
We've been
It's so good to see you.
It's so good to see you. All right, you know what to do. Follow us on Instagram at This Is Kelly Ryan.
At I Am Allie Ryan.
NIGHTCOOP podcast. Leave us a 5-star review on Apple if you get the opportunity.
We appreciate you all so much. Thank you for listening. This has been a great time, and we will see you next week.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Bye.